Hello, welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani Saint-Jean. Coming up, the 62nd meeting of the OECS Authority got underway in Dominica on Wednesday, and the Banana Accompanying Measures Programme continues to contribute to Dominica's agriculture sector. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this. Thanks for staying with us. Dominica's Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit believes the region should work as a unit. The Dominica leader made the call as he addressed the official opening of the 62nd OECS Authority meeting at the Fortune Hotel on Wednesday. Prime Minister Skerrit made special reference to the Regional Health Insurance Scheme, regional education reform, the OECS Supreme Court financing, and the sharing of intelligence in the interest of national and regional security. The Dominica leader took the opportunity to thank OECS heads and its citizenry for the expression of solidarity and outpouring of assistance to Dominica after the passing of Tropical Storm Erica. The issue of climate change and its implications for the region will be brought to the fore at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, or COP21, to be held in Paris at the end of November. Honorable Skerrit told the gathering that this is the final opportunity for the region to gain the world's attention regarding the effects of climate change on the islands.
We believe that this is the last opportunity for us to conclude a lasting, binding legal agreement on climate change. For too long, I believe, we have kicked the can down the road at the end of every summit which we've had on climate change. It was heartening to hear the comments of President Obama last night in the Philippines, and also the comments of the President of China, President Xi, in respect to the commitments going into Paris. Of course, we have heard very clearly the articulation of the President of France and also the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So we're hoping that we can find consensus on this, because we in the developing countries who are the most affected by the effects of climate change, we cannot wait another year for another summit to discuss this issue.
The Honorable Prime Minister considers the high prevalence of chronic non-communicable diseases as a major threat to the economies of the Caribbean region. Honorable Skerrit is hoping that a regional health insurance scheme will be further discussed at the 62nd OECS Authority meeting currently underway in Dominica.
So it's important for us to look at the issue of health insurance as a region. For a population of 600,000 people, I believe this is an ideal constituency for that kind of consideration, because too many of our citizens are finding it difficult to finance healthcare. We've seen people with vast bank accounts have reduced to zero or even to loans to finance their healthcare. But what about those of us who are unable to contract a health insurance program? What about those of us who do not have resources in the bank to reach out to? And I dare say, I believe that that constituent group is in the majority. And therefore, we have to find a way of bridging that gap with regards to our health and our healthcare financing.
A regional health insurance scheme was priority on the agenda of an OECS Health Ministers meeting recently held in St. Kitts. Dominica's Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, revealed in a press conference late last month that along with the Minister of Health of St. Lucia, he was charged with presenting a document on proposing a health insurance scheme for the OECS region. In more news, Chairman of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell, has called for the speeding of the process of integration within the OECS. Dr. Michel, who is also the Honorable Prime Minister of Grenada, was addressing the official opening of the 62nd meeting of the OECS Authority in Dominica on Wednesday.
At this 62nd meeting, we will continue to explore the opportunities to expand the benefits of the OECS Economic Union membership by engaging in further discussions of the rights contingent to free movement of our people. We must ensure that we walk the talk. It is for this reason that we have worked diligently to advance the long and outstanding matter of the legal recognition of the revised Treaty of Bastia and the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. In the remaining months which are left of my chairmanship, I hope we can arrive at consensus on this protocol as an outcome which would contribute immensely to the policy coherence across the CARICOM family.
Meanwhile, the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Timothy Harris, referred to himself as a friend of regional integration. He says the OECS region will be better off if it focuses on working together. Honorable Harris recalled several benefits regional integration has brought to the islands.
The efforts at functional cooperation at the sub-regional level, for example, have brought net benefits to all of us. Whether it is being able to rely on the civil aviation facilities which are coordinated at the OECS level, or the strides we have been able to make in the reform of our education sector, or the cooperation in health which has had significant savings for our health budget for those who are participating countries, or even in the element of security in which we collaborate with Barbados. Functional cooperation has brought great benefits to the people of the sub-region.
The Honorable Dr. Harris also called on OECS leaders to consider a regional approach towards the Citizenship by Investment Program. St. Kitts is the first in the region to adopt the program since 1984.
As the country that has led this, long before anyone else contemplated this, I still make the appeal that even in this critical area, new area for growth, new area for job creation, that we need to have a regional plan and a regional effort, or else we will have a march to the bottom. We will have another country comes and stream, and the solution is reduce the price. Reduce the price for your real estate option. Reduce the price, as it were, for the contribution option. And what does that leave for us? The bartering of the patrimony, the bartering of something that should be held so sacred and special, because for many of our citizens, the Dominican passport, the Dominican citizenship, the Grenadian citizenship is all they ever have.
He says constructive reforms are needed to tighten the program to ensure that the due diligence process is never compromised. Just recently, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit spoke of his government's commitment to ensure that due diligence remains the watchword of the Citizenship by Investment Program. OECS countries participating in the Citizenship by Investment Program will meet in Antigua this December to continue discussions on reviewing the due diligence process to ensure the integrity of the program is maintained. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. OECS Director General Dr. Didicus Jules says Tropical Storm Erica's impact on Dominica can be seen as a precursor of climatic events to come. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the 62nd OECS Authority meeting on Wednesday, Dr. Jules indicated that among several challenges facing the OECS Commission is meeting the individual needs of each member state. He indicated that the August 27th events can be used to gain knowledge of best practices that can be shared among the islands.
On the assumption supported by the science of climate change that such devastating events will occur more frequently and unexpectedly, we are proposing to treat Dominica as a precursor of climatic events to come and as the exemplar of what building resistance requires. It is clear that our collective future requires a more integrated approach to land use and coastal zone management, zoning, construction codes, water management, and so much more.
Another challenge is that of giving a voice to non-independent member states.
All member states, whether full or associate, must find value in their membership. We need to speak collectively to things which impact the viability of any member state. We must be the advocates of the just causes of member states in which, for example, their financial services are discriminatorily blacklisted when jurisdictions such as the British Virgin Islands have done everything possible to maintain international compliance. As a Commission, we need to move faster to strengthen our institutional capacity to act more strategically and decisively in the public interest in energy, broadband and telecoms, food security, poverty elimination, and other areas.
However, among these challenges are new opportunities. Dr. Jules says the recent addition of Martinique as an associate member has given a greater sense of optimism in the integration process. Director of Agriculture Ricky Bruman says the Banana Accompanying Measures will progress with its assistance to Dominica's agriculture sector. The director says with the passage of Tropical Storm Erica, the program is expected to see slight changes but nonetheless accomplish its objectives.
One of the important areas that we've looked at again are the feeder roads. We will appreciate again, we've been discussing that there's quite a bit of damage to some of the roads that was intended under the BAM. Because of that, we've been able to discuss with the EU to put in more funding into those roads. And so that has been given very sound consideration. Like I said, Amana, the consulting firm, has been here to look again at this level of damage and to look at the scope moving forward. I know there has been intended intervention and roadworks or rehabilitation to have been done, but Erica has changed that. And since then we've gone back, looked at the roads, and so we have sought to get the support of the EU in putting more funding into these roads. And so some of the areas that have been more difficult to come by under the BAM, we will be able to take money from, redirect some of that money and put it into roads.
Although a number of activities under the program may be dropped, the director says that government will continue with its core programs.
We're moving on with our national certification program and our farm audits. That pilot program have been completed. Some work have been completed with bananas. We continue with the banana plantlets. We have another batch to give to another group of farmers.
Those haven't arrived on island?
Those have been on island. We are handling those right now. So in December, farmers will receive another consignment of plantlets.
Before the end of the year, the program is expected to assist Dominica with 20,000 bags of fertilizer for bananas and plantains, as well as 34,000 gallons of oil for black sigatoka management. The aim of the $54 million BAM program is to revitalize the agriculture sector by improving productivity, competitiveness, diversification, and food security. It is said that by the year 2030, the world's elderly population will peak to 1.4 billion. In the Caribbean, the elderly make up 9.9% of the population. With a staggering increase in that number, government will then have a greater role to play in the implementation of policies and programs to cater to the elderly. As a response to the rising population, the Labour Party administration launched the Yes We Care program in 2009, which at the time catered to 249 individuals as a source of care for those who would otherwise have been abandoned or neglected. President of the Dominica Council on Aging, Zetma Tuse, says the program does cater to the needs of the elderly.
In fact, we do refer clients to the Yes We Care program when we receive requests from various persons. And so I think the program has had some impact because we do have elderly persons who are totally neglected by their families. And so the program is catering to this section of our population. But generally speaking, one of the things we really have been advocating for is that the elderly person should remain in their home setting as much and for as long as possible. When you remove them from their familiar surroundings, it throws them into confusion. And we have had stories of persons who have been moved, for example, from their homes, taken to the infirmary and other nursing homes. And within months, they're gone because for some reason it has an effect on the elderly. When you take them from their familiar surroundings, it creates confusion, it creates disorientation, and so it takes them a while to readjust to a new situation, and older persons cannot deal with new situations as well as the younger person.
You're watching National Focus. Coming up next, Creole Highlights with McPherson St. Luce.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, chef gouvernement pays OECS qui joint en Dominique jeudi et puis demain l'année là. Plaisir premier ministre ensemble et puis officier gouvernement, yo capable présenter en grand meeting là. On cérémonie t'est ouvert meeting là, ça prend place bon matin là. Premier ministre Dominique Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, Premier BVI Dr. Orlando Smith, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris Hudson Kitts, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell Hod Gwynad, qui aussi chef OECS ensemble et puis directeur général OECS Dr. Didacos Jules délivrer l'adresse en cérémonie. Si l'on parole est délivrée, Premier ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt fait parole condamnation bombe qui tue Valais Moun en France et puis comment Dominique Kadou bout en solidarité et puis France en tant que Kassala. Et aussi couillé pour Dominique Boncher et puis Kawaïb et puis une seule voix attendait sommet de changement climatique qui tient en France en décembre. Le Premier ministre a aussi parlé contre les affaires insurance, santé, réformation, système d'éducation pour région, on la douane pour OECS, sécurité, CPA, en région, en parmi d'autres bagailles. Le Premier ministre Skerritt aussi fait parole, merci pour pays OECS, qui a assisté Dominique après Erika, et aussi souhaité que meeting là qui un succès. Nous avons plus de détails à cela adresser les autres officiels après. En la nouvelle, le ministre de l'Agriculture a emporté plantlets en pays en parmi d'autres plans d'Aoué pour l'industrie salade. Parole ça sorti du ministère de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago. Le gouvernement Dominique a mis attention à l'agriculture en Dominique.
Nous sommes bien contents de la nouiller et puis ces plans là nous avons mené en France. Premier cette plan là, nous avons fait cette plan là, nous avons bien et puis nous bien contents de la nouiller avec eux. Quand nous avons parlé, nous avons mis en note 20 000 plans dans le sac encore pour nous faire ça, nous avons créé des hardening période. Et aussi nous menons 20 000 plans zanana à pays, faisant un fouet pour aider les affaires zanana. Là nous avons fini et puis figle et puis nous avons là nous avons nous avons mené 20 000 plans dans fouet à pays.
En la nouvelle organisation President Charity qui a mis en place pour lever l'argent assister les enfants Koulibistri et puis Koli Home qui bien affectés par Coulter et Reka. Parole celle-là sortie du président Dominique, His Excellency Charles Savin, par l'organisation la fait donation pour 8 organisations charitables à l'aider. M. Oliver St. John, c'est même organisation President Charity.
Le comité c'est un comité nouveau et il est même fondation et même en secteur privé. Et nous mettons ce comité ensemble parce que nous savons que Storm Erika a passé et il faut nous un mauvais coup. Avec ça, nous avons pensé qu'il y a l'école en Koulibistri, en Koleho, qui a besoin, c'est pour après toutes différents comme manger, différents meetings qui sont à présent. Si nous regardons après ça passer, comment nous pouvons supporter, comment nous pouvons assister, et nous pouvons faire un effort pour lever 100 000 US dollars. Ça c'est pour 260 dollars ici. Et nous avons servi l'argent ça pour vendre ces l'école. Nous ne pouvons pas aller on va décider si ça vous voulez. Après nous recevons l'argent ça, nous avons joindre avec chairman village council, par pour ce comité là, peut-être les pères et d'autres monde en comité qui a trouvé quoi qui a fait bien en ce comité là. Sur les nous joignons, il y a des nous ça y a besoin, et spécialement comme on dit pour les enfants école jeunes gens. Et là nous décider qui ça y a besoin, nous avons servir l'argent ça pour nous.
Saint John a espoir que y a lever l'argent là.
Oui, parce que nous discutons ça en détail, et bien nous savons que nous savons lever l'argent ça. Et nous avons dit tout le monde accord. Nous savons bien pour les différents secteurs privés, mais nous avons dit et nous avons dit d'autres monde qui sont intéressants. Si un tiers est d'accord, ils veulent faire une contribution, ils ont contacté l'office, le président, ils ont contacté moi et d'autres membres du comité. Et bien nous qui mettons bien ensemble, mais en leur confiance, qui nous trouvent ça.
Et puis finalement, ça fait législation pour protéger les gens à l'âge hors abyssement, que tu as pris attention pendant la conférence Moun à l'âge, qui se tient en Dominique le 3 novembre et puis le 1er décembre l'année là. Parole celle-là sortie du président de l'association Moun à l'âge Dominique, Madame Zetma Toussaint.
Non, l'autre bagaille nous parler compte, c'est législation, nous les gouvernements point ça bien fort pour garder compte bagaille pour pécher moun, abuser vieux moun à l'âge. Et bien, nous les mettons législation aussi pour placer les gens à l'âge qu'à rester, pour les standards là, pour les mettre en monde à un residential home, les gens à l'âge qu'à rester, nous les savons, puis ils ont trouvé bon traitement là, ils ont point toute attention pour faire la vie moun à l'âge c'est moun à l'âge là bien pour yo ça rester bien content yo happy yo qui savent faire parler avec les autres moun socialize avec les autres là qui là pour yo ça connaître qui la vie yo tout le monde ni la vie à la meilleure et ben yo ka fait tout ça yo fait yo faut pour faire mon à la sala enjoy quoi.
Messieurs mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moins c'est McPherson. Au revoir.
Coming up, your tip of the day. Studies show that by trying something new, you actually stimulate your brain. Don't get stuck in a rut doing the same old things. The only way to change the structure of your brain is to do something entirely new. This creates new neural pathways, increasing your intelligence. Try taking a new route to work, a new recipe, or even a new form of exercise. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past national focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time on National Focus.